As a private chef, one of the most important things that I do is make lists. And so today I'm going to walk you through how I make my equipment pack list, my food pack list, and my shopping list for a private dinner. So I'll show you the templates I have and then how I build them out for each dinner. Now the way I'm going to do it is manually. I haven't found a reliable, better way to do this. I've tried using AI, I've tried building programs to do it, and I just don't trust it. I'm a bit of a control freak, as I'm sure you may be too. So I do it all manually, and I'm going to walk you through it. I do this in Google Keep, so you'll see everything there. And the reason I do it in Google Keep is because it allows me to access it on my phone when I'm shopping or if I'm at my storage locker or whatever. I just have it with me all the time. So I'm Benjamin Kelly from chefbusinesstraining.com. I've been a private chef for over 8 years now. I've been in the food service industry for 25 years. And this is the exact system that I use, and I'm actually building this prep list for a real dinner that I have this weekend. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned something from it. Let's take a look. So here are my recipes for the gig. It's pretty simple. It's a Caesar salad, a sous vide beef tenderloin, and a seasonal crumble, and it's for 8 people. Okay, so nothing serious. So we're going to come over here. I have in this window just my Google Keep open, and I have standard pack lists. So these are my templates that I use for every gig. So I'm just going to make a copy of these, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to, that would be my client's name, but for privacy reasons I'm not going to put that in. So I create a new tag with my client's name. I go down, I select these copied ones, change the labels to client's name, take the standard list off, and now I have them in here, and then I just change the name to client's name, food pack, client's name, shopping, and client's name, equipment pack. So the way I do this is I go through the menu 3 times. I know that sounds unnecessary, but I like to focus on each list as I go through and just make sure that I don't miss anything. So first we'll start with the food pack. So this changes every time based obviously on the menu, but also on what I have with me. Normally this is just kind of pantry items. Maybe if I have something left over from another gig, I'll include that in here. So it's even if I have the exact same menu, the food pack list might not be the same. So we're going to run through this really quick. These are the things that I always take with me: cooking oil, olive oil, salt, pepper, and tasting spoons. I have these on here because they're in the container that I take my pantry items with me. So I just want to make sure I have everything. So first, we have to look through the Caesar salad. And the thing about this is I need to kind of, as I'm doing this, run through in my head what I have and what I don't have. So I don't have bacon or romaine hearts, but I do have gluten-free sourdough. So we'll put 4 slices sourdough. I know what it is. I do all my croutons gluten-free. And then I need garlic powder and onion powder. And I'm not putting the volume in here because I'm just going to take the little shaker. I'm not going to measure out a 1/4 teaspoon and take that with me. I don't have any Parmesan, so I'm going to have to get that. Now here I do have some garlic, so I can bring garlic. Actually, I'm going to put a bulb of garlic. So I know I actually have anchovy fillets in the fridge, so I'll bring those with me. I don't have any lemon. I don't have any parm. I have Dijon, so we'll put that on here. I have red wine vinegar. And I have mayo. So for that, I will actually measure it out because I don't want to bring the whole container. And I do mayonnaise-based Caesar salad dressing, so I don't have to worry about pasteurizing eggs or anything like that. So that's all my food pack for the Caesar salad. Let's come down to the sous vide beef tenderloin. So I actually have the tenderloin here. So I'm just going to put that in there. I'll buy butter. Thyme I have, interestingly. Garlic I've already got. I don't have... So you know what? Because I need extra garlic for the roasted garlic mash, what I'm actually going to do is take the garlic wherever I put it. Did I put garlic? I thought I put garlic on here. 1 bulb of garlic. There we go. So I'm just going to get rid of that, and I'll put garlic on my shopping list because I'm going to need more than I have at home. So then I'll buy butter and cream. So that's it for that. I'll buy beets. Whiskey. I need to bring whiskey for the jus. I can bring 1 onion. Dried mushrooms, which is what I use instead of the cremainies, because I find they bring more flavor. Cornstarch to thicken, because everything I do, or almost everything I do, is gluten-free. And then salt and pepper, which I already have. So now we'll come down to the seasonal crumble. This is going to be a little different because I do something different here, but I'll show you in a second. So we're going to bring sugar. We're going to bring, sometimes I'll use gluten-free flour to bind the filling. Sometimes I'll use cornstarch because I'm already bringing cornstarch. I'm not going to bother bringing gluten-free flour as well. And for the topping, I actually make a big bag of that, and I'll just bring that with me. So I'll already have that pre-made, because to make it for small portions, it's just the measurements don't always work out. So I always just make a big batch, and then I can divide that over multiple bookings. I just don't put the butter in it. So I'll bring crumble topping, and then vanilla, and I'll have everything else. So that's it for my food pack list. So now when I'm getting ready to go to my dinner, I'll make sure I have all of this in my containers and in my cooler, and then I'll be ready to go. So now we'll come over to my shopping list, and we'll start back at the top. Now I know I don't need anything for prep. I don't need anything from the NSLC, which is our liquor store. I don't need anything from Costco because I already have it. I don't need anything from Pete's, which is like a specialty grocery store, and I don't need anything from here, which is like a bulk store. Okay, so I have my grocery stores here that I shop at. I have it broken down into produce, meat, dairy, and dry goods, and I already have mint and garnish on here. So mint, I garnish all my desserts, not all, but almost all my desserts with mint. So I just leave this on here. It just, in case I forget it or something, it's already on here. And same with garnish. I always just have garnish on here so I remember to bring some garnish for the dishes. So starting at the top, I need 4 romaine hearts. Spelled that wrong. And then I can go to, I need 1 pound of bacon. And I need a block Parmesan. Okay, so that's it for this section. And then down here, I need 2 lemons, 1 for the sauce and 1 to garnish the salads. And that's all I need for the Caesar salad. So next we'll come down to the beef tenderloin. I need a pound of butter. That'll help me. That'll do the whole dinner, not just this one dish. I need russet potatoes. I'll just buy a bag. I need garlic. I need, I'm going to get a liter, with 500 mils of cream, because I'll do whipped cream on the dessert as well. I have that. I need 1 kg of beets. And I need, it's actually only 1 bag, I need to adjust that. 1 bag of snow peas. And then down here, I'll need a liter of beef stock. And some of you may be saying, why are you buying beef stock? Where I live, I'm not allowed to do any prep at home because I don't have a commercial kitchen. So everything has to be bought. And I don't have the ability to buy like proper beef jus or anything like that. So I have to buy beef stock. That's why. I have whiskey. I have everything else for that. And now we'll come down to the dessert. So I need 8 Granny Smith apples. Oops. I need 1 pint of blueberries. I'll get 3 lemons because I need lemon for this as well. everything else, and mint. So that is the end of my shopping list. That's pretty straightforward. Let's make sure I write that. So now when I'm at the grocery store, I can just open this on my phone. It's broken down by section of the grocery store, so I can just go right to produce, grab everything I need, go to the meat section, get everything, go to dairy, get everything, and then grab my dry goods. So having it broken down like this, it just helps me enormously, taking the time to do it now, as opposed to like bouncing back and forth through the grocery store or trying to scan my list and find exactly what I need. So next, we will go over to equipment pack. So this is the standard things that I bring with me already. So I bring my own garbage cans, cleaning supplies, everything. I've heard some chefs talk or like seen some questions about like, what if the client doesn't have the pots I need, or what if they don't have this or that? Why would you risk it? I always bring everything with me. Yeah, it's a little more work, but I just know what I have. And also, when I'm in a random kitchen, there's a level of discomfort there. And I find if I have my own equipment and I have all the things that I always bring with me, it kind of puts me in a sense of ease and comfort, I would say. It makes me feel a little more at home. And that allows me to adapt much more quickly to a different location, different kitchen, because I already know where everything is, because I have it with me and I set it up the same every time, or try to set it up the same every time. So I always just bring everything I need except plates, cutlery, and glasses. I let them deal with that. Everything else I bring. So this is my standard pack list. And someday I'll actually go through like my toolbox and everything like that. But for now, we'll just kind of walk through the list. And I just have these standard lists so I don't forget any of the basics, and then whatever I need for the specific dinner, I'll add on here. So we'll start at the top again, work our way down. So for this, and I have on each of my recipes, I have the equipment list broken down. So I need salad spinner. I need mixing bowls. So I usually only I have an extra large mixing bowl. I don't bring that to every gig, so I'm mixing bowls here for the Caesar salad. I'll put plus large bowl, so I know to bring the large bowl to mix the salad in. Up here I have 4 sheet pans, so I don't need to put sheet pan. I always bring 4 with me unless I need more. I need I don't need a large, I'll bring a medium skillet for that. And for pots and pans, I usually label what they're for, so that when I'm picking my equipment, I'm not second guessing myself and being like, do I really need this? Do I really need that? It's on the list. I know what I need. And I spelled skillet wrong there. Whisk and tongs, they're already on here. But for the Caesar salad, even though it's not on the list here, I bring my magic bullet to make the dressing. Just makes it easy. So throw that on there. Oh my God, I'm misspelling today. Magic bullet. Okay, so that's there. That just makes making the dressing really fast. I throw everything in and it's done. So next we'll come down to the beef tenderloin. So I need to bring my sous vide and a large Cambro with clips, so I can clip to the side. Ziploc bags I'll have, so I need up here, we'll go 2 large non-stick skillets, tongs, sheet pans I have, so I need 2x medium large pots. I need, we'll put that here, colander, food mill for my potatoes, small skillet to roast my garlic, roasted garlic. I need a medium skillet, which I already have here, so that's fine. Small sieve, spatula I have on here, serving spoon I have. I need a medium pot. Not going to bring that, and that's fine. Okay, so that's everything I need for the sous vide beef tenderloin. Now we're going to come up to the dessert, and I already have mixing bowls. I need to bring 8 ramekins because I do individual crumbles. Sheet pan I have, whisk I have, piping bag with tips. They're already, are they already on here? No. So put those up under disposables. Napkins I have on here. Apple peeler thing I don't need. Side plates they'll provide, and napkins. So that's it. And I know I'm kind of like picking and choosing what's on here, but it's because I know what I need. Even if this says something different, I've done this enough times and I know my recipes and how I present and stuff. If I had other people working with me, I would make sure that this was more accurate. But for now, it's fine because I work alone. So then that's my entire equipment pack, and that is all the lists that I need for my dinner, other than my prep list, which is on the event sheet, which I'll print off and bring with me. So just really quickly, we'll go through that again. So client's name, food pack, and this is based on a template, and it's all here. And sometimes like I'll have 15, 20 clients in here with all their prep lists, so it's nice to have it. And I mean, that took me less than 10 minutes, I think, to make these lists. Now, obviously, if I have a larger dinner or if I'm doing like a finger food event with a lot of items, this is going to take longer. But I haven't found a better way to do this. If you have a better way, tell me in the comments because I'd love to hear it. But this is the easiest way for me. So there you go. I hope I hope that you found that helpful and that hopefully you kind of gained something from that. I know everybody has their own system. This is the system that works for me. And if you don't have a system that works, try this one because you may find it helpful. If you want some more helpful tips for private and personal chefs, subscribe to my channel and like this video. And if you'd like some one-on-one coaching, you can go to chefbusinesstraining.com where I train other chefs how to do what I do. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.